Almost 24 disheveled squatters tormented and terrorized the residents and businesses surrounding a vacant $4 million Brooklyn brownstone they commandeered. The young miscreants stole packages off neighbors' porches, threatened passersby, damaged private property, got high on the stoop, and set off fireworks in the early morning hours. Neighbors told the Post. The three-story building at 60 South 4th Street in South Williamsburg was finally emptied this week after police forced the squatters back out onto the sidewalk. They also arrested one of them, Ryan Grewal, 26, who was charged with felony criminal mischief for damaging a motorcycle outside nearby Jane Motorcycles, an NYPD spokesperson said. Grewal told police he lived at 60 South 4th Street. They terrorized this whole neighborhood, said PJ Jimenez, the building's new manager. Jimenez said the squatters first took over the entire second floor after breaking into the brownstone on September 21. They installed a door barricade secured with a wooden plank on which someone scribbled, "Home is where the blunt is." When I first came in here, I found a bunch of needles and heroin spoons and 2 used Narcans, Jimenez said. So I guess 2 people must have OD'd in here. The squatters, including one who walks with a cane that Jimenez said the others call tripod, also busted into an attached carriage house behind the building. They then used sheets of corrugated steel to barricade those doors. Computers stored inside were also stolen, Jimenez said. Cops boarded up the 6,090-square-foot brownstone on Monday, and by Tuesday, owner Stella Sang, who purchased the building in 2021 with an eye towards refurbishing and modernizing it, had a rotation of security guards perched on the porch. The squatters tried convincing police they were there lawfully. Jimenez, who has lived in the neighborhood for 58 years, said the squatters presented cops with a lease agreement they said was signed by the building's previous owner, Francine Rosado. It was dated July 25th. Problem is, Francine died in 2020, said Jimenez, showing the Post her mass card. I guess she rose from the dead to sign that lease. Jimenez said everything inside the brownstone was moved onto the sidewalk Tuesday, and the squatters later showed up in a van to collect their belongings. They're professionals. They planned this, Jimenez offered. And I think they've taken over other spots because when they were getting into that van, one of them had said they were going home, and another goes, "Which one?" This week on a tour of the 114-year-old brownstone, the Post was shown the 3 stained king-size mattresses the squatters had been sleeping on. Graffiti now marks most of the walls, and since the building has no running water, the squatters urinated into mason jars and defecated into buckets, Jimenez said.